Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on? I hope this video surely helps someone out there with their insecurities, with their cloudiness or fogginess of what's taking place. I'll give it to you straight up. Uh, I don't got time for conspiracies. I have been in this life with these particular circumstances of mine for quite some time. As y'all, for those who've been following me, see I'm still here at the airport. And it's not that I'm incapable, but it's a take it as a sign of some kind of, I don't like to give it to racism, although it could possibly play a part in it for those who really know the true definition of racism, which deals with power, okay? And we all know that money is power, okay? When you look at the Federal Reserve Bank and whatnot, who are these families that own it? Meaning, if let's just say, for instance, we know that money is power. It is a form of power in which it is used to buy. It is used to leverage. I said it before. In fact, more than before. Money is a very powerful leveraging tool. So there's many things that we've done for it because it's like our backs have been put against the wall. And I don't judge people. Um, but I'm just here to bring out some truths in addition, to what I know and what became as a revelation onto me. So, and I always try to put myself in the mindset of being a ruler, of being a president. You know what I mean? Before I try to talk on people, I try to put myself in that position, put myself in their shoes, and try to come up with a few things and try to figure out what does it take, what does it require. So I believe if you do the same, it will help with a lot. In addition to being patient, factual, thorough, answers will come to you. A lot of people like to talk on taxes, blah 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 blah. There's nothing wrong with taxes. If the tax is being levied, hence the word leverage, connect the dots, and it's too heavy upon the people and it's not fair, now we got a problem. But we as the people have the power to vote, in which we do so. But even after we do so, what do we get? Anyway, moving forward. Yeah, mind your business, man. Little fucking kids, man. I'm getting tired of these little niggas, man. Yo, I swear, you know what? I see how this government want to play it. They want to draw me to put my hand on somebody, and I'm gonna do so. It's gonna come, but I know the law. I won't be the actor. I won't be the initiator. I'd rather get put on first in a way. In other words, you come at me, I'm entitled to self defense, and by then it's gonna be what it's gonna be, whether I win some or lose some. But I'm getting tired of these little antics and little games y'all faggot niggas out here playing, and y'all bitches too, with them fucking spirits on y'all. I don't give a fuck if you got how much money you got in your account, what kind of clothes you got. Y'all niggas keep playing. I'm telling you. Anyway, it's gonna get there. Either, no matter how we slice it, whether it's gonna be through me, with me, or others, it's going down. Anyway, as the truth continues, comes out. But I don't deal with conspiracies. I get straight to the point, like I was saying. So once you put yourself in that position, you will begin. A lot of things will begin to unfold, and being factual and thorough, and being patient. And as I've shared before, whenever you want to look for a very profound answer on things, especially as far as religion, put your mindset. Try to conceptualize you being the first human being speaking to the creator, because the voice just don't come out the sky. We got telepathy, don't we, as human beings, or rather aliens? Meaning alien, meaning that you elevated in knowledge, degrees of knowledge, you become of that being. Okay, Anyway, that's how we communicate with the creator. In addition to learning nature, and what embody in nature embodies what science, mathematics. You ain't going nowhere without those two wonderful subjects, which is not just a subject, it's also a language. This is serious business. You understand? On the real. So this is why it's so much. It's so convoluted right now with those. It is ugly. Not only convoluted, but it's ugly for those who don't have the esoteric knowledge as to what's taking place within humanity. And I believe when we get deeper in it, we will the house of cards will fall on down. Racism will no longer be in play in a way because you have something more to, you have something to aspire to more and to thrive for. But it's like a guy or anyone who's trying to look to take on a mission where there's only so much you can do by yourself, but you need a team. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you cut it, you need a team. So, and with the uh, obtaining of a team, many things got to go down. You got to know how to pick them. You got to know how to choose them. No egos coming into play because we're looking for longevity here. You know, here we go again with my bed. I think it's the way that the light hit it. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm getting older, but I ain't trying to see no grades like that. But I believe, and I just had a bagel with the peanut butter. I don't think I wiped down pretty well because it did. See, as the beard get bigger, that's what it. Anyway, that's cosmetic, right? Listen to the words that I speak. So, look, this government here. I'm gonna talk. Matter of fact, let me talk on this real quick. I've been ever since I've been waking up to consciousness. I mean, waking up to spirituality and getting more knee deep in it. You know, not just knee deep. Nah, to hell with that word or saying. Like really deep with it. I could see how I'm being played with here. Some people may say it's a form of a test. Fine, no problem. But now we got to know how to make distinctions. So I've been having like sometimes I can look upon a woman, I can look upon a brother, and I may have certain thoughts coming to me in which I may make some sort of evaluation. But then again, like when I look at a woman, I get a particular arousal because they do look attractive. But I say to myself, like, hey, what the hell is going on with me? Like, why does it come at a point, and I can even, it's like I'm trying to control it to be more self-controlling, but that's not the only instant in which I get a funny thought. I could be outside out there along the road and I'm getting these weird thoughts. I could see something and I'm thinking something devious or devilish, and I be saying to myself, like, where is this coming from? That's how I know it's something going on out there in the air. In addition to something possibly, trust me, there's technology being used on us, brothers and sisters. There's no conspiracy there. Because even if let's just say, due to the foods we eat, what we smoke and drink, and the people that we be around, which you have environmental factors, you have noise pollution, air pollution, forms of toxicity that brings what? Brings you down. And if anybody been following wise elders out there and people who, someone like Dr. Delbert Blair, that talk about extra low ELFs, extra low frequencies, okay, when you're down there like that, many things can attack you. It can bother you. It can irritate you. So what do we have to do? Level up. Now there's many things I look to put in question, and I continue to contend. And I take my bumps and bruises along the way. I stay hopeful. I stay faithful. And what I've been learning through science, as well as far as genetics and DNA, as I've asked before. In fact, I put it in a quote. How is it that the most melanated continue to live so degenerated? Although I know that even if you are, being that you are melanated, you could be on a low frequency based on your level of knowledge, based on your mindset, your state of being, because you got a lot of NIGGAs out here, and you have a lot of BITC. You know what I mean? Sadly, I guess it has to do with what has been taking place with their conception. And once again, here go the word: environmental factors really plays a part in who we are and what we become. So, you know, this is not to judge anybody. I'm not throwing dirt here, but when I get these thoughts, I'm like, yo, where is it coming from? Why? Why would I be giving such a thought, a crazy thought? I can see a beautiful young girl like right here. I'm looking at the arrivals area. I can see a girl crossing the street, and something might try to come in my head. Why she gave up? Like, why not gotta come in my head? Like, I'd be like, yo, what if I don't got no crazy past where where I've done things to people like in any kind of devilish way or whatever. So I'd be like, yo, what? I'd be questioning where is this possibly coming from? Why? I'd be like, yo, why, God? Why, Lord? Like, where is it coming from? What reason? What is it serving? So, but I tell you what, though, in many instances, as I get these thoughts, or even if I'm thinking about my European brothers and sisters, when they come around with their energy and they come around with their ways, a lot of them like to talk all loud. You know what I mean? A lot of them can't really deal with uncomfortable silences either. I see that. So they like to come around and want to be yeah. They, they decibels are like high up here. Like to be known, like to be heard. You know what I mean? They want to kind of like beat their chest when it's all just a part of the show. Basically, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Because in many instances, that I had to tell a dude on the air train one time, like, yo, chill out, man. Like, quiet down, bro. Yeah, I'm dead serious, man. Like, everybody on the air train chilling. This dude talking loud. I'm like, yo, what the hell, man? Like, bring that down, brother. Anyway, in many instances where I may get certain thoughts, they like to send these codes and these gruntings. And I spoke about this before. Listen, man, I've been keying in on a lot of things and I spoke about it, but it's like ain't nothing gonna change. A lot of shit gonna continue to be prevalent. At what cost? At what price, man? We playing with this shit, man. I don't care. I don't give a shit about what they do. Because I ask some goddamn serious questions and pertinent questions and still can't get no answers from nobody. So it's a goddamn shame because I know it has to do with jealousy and ego and pride. People try to tell me it's my pride that's holding me back from a couple. You kiss my ass. I don't think so. Maybe, but in a very minute way. And you got to put it into perspective. Okay? A lot of us like to try to generalize things. No. You have to, let's be more in fact. Be more thorough. Put it into perspective. But this is to my brothers and sisters out there. I'm saying all that and all that grunting. I be catching how that shit be trying. That's how I know y'all know that entity. That's how I know y'all made a covenant with that entity. But then again, it is what it is because I'm not trying to bad name anybody because I've learned that due to the dualistic nature in life, there's a good and a bad, and there's two sides to everything. But there's two sides of a so-called creator, a God. God and Lord are appellations given unto those who embody knowledge and wisdom here on earth. So when we think about God, it's like somebody you just can't see. No, I could be a God. You could be a God. A God and Lord are appellations that's given in an honorable way, like a laureate. You know what I mean? You get these degrees of knowledge. Now you get a title. Lawyers, what they get? Esquire. Okay? But if there's a good side to the creator, there's damn sure a bad side because you got poisonous, you got what? You got poison ivy out here, which may look beautiful from afar, especially if you ain't know what it was. You say, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Then you find out, oh, now it's ugly to you. You see a beautiful girl, you find out she got poisonous ways or toxic. Oh, she ugly to you now. She got the fatty and all. Like, nah, I'm good. So by the embody, you know, having a covenant with this entity now, I know how to play mind games and plague. Y'all keep playing with that, and then we still got all this LGBT shit out here and nonsense taking place within the political arena here in America. Hey, yo, I mean, it's not an easy fight. Is a war, is a battle, but we got to get down. We got to get down with the get down, black brothers and sisters. I'm telling you, as far as my black African family, my African diasporic family, is not a game. In addition to me saying African diasporic family, I would have to also extend it on out to and generalize it. In fact, quite respectfully, to the most melanated, especially being if you're O negative and O positive. We can't be playing out here, man. We got to get together. We got to continue to fight the good fight and to get things on the roll. Because listen, when you're on your phone and you're on these social medias, I don't care what anybody tell me. You're not changing my thinking in regards of what America is doing to African Americans. Because even when you learn about black-owned businesses, you be like, well, how come it wasn't put out there in the news? How come it wasn't highlighted? Like, with all these avenues and mediums that we can use to advertise and whatnot, we're still not as established as we should be in regards of having institutions and like businesses such as laundromats, something that's like beyond just a laundromat. Like, I'm talking where we can have our own towns. It's 2020. You might as well say it's 2026. We in December. So yo, this ain't no game, man. Every time I'm looking at a commercial, every motherfucking thing is someone else doing it. And if we're in the commercial, we are being models, speakers, commentators. We don't own. It's 2025. Our men still getting with these women. Our women still getting with. Yo, I don't think y'all. You know what? We just hear shit, we see shit, and because it became a normality, it is what it is. Oh, just put the hands up. I listen, man. I don't got time for it, like, cause I gotta get paid. All right. I know there's a lot of backdoor shit going on and a lot of backward shit. Trust me when I tell you. How come the most melanated are still living so degenerated? Don't make no goddamn sense to me. And somebody with a weak mindset might be like, well, why you just don't go and shut your ass up? If that's your attitude, think twice before coming at me like that. Put yourself in my shoes. Or matter of fact, come on direct with all due respect. Let's break bread and then let me see what you're going to say afterwards. Then let's see what you're going to say afterwards after I give you some heat. And I'm talking about heat is as in knowledge, heavy knowledge that may have you crazy with lamentations. Because what happens when you get profound knowledge and irrefutable, you begin to become very reminiscent. All right. Anyway. I'm upset that I'm not having no type of positive correspondence from my African side, especially those who got power in the political arena or arenas. Make it plural. You understand? So it's like, what the deal? Because I'm not alumni? Because I'm... And I've done shared some things with some people and said some profound things already, but it's like, I guess it's not as comprehensive as I think it to be because maybe I wasn't as elaborate. And I'm like, well, maybe there's some things I do need to change upon. I am disappointed that I lost my bag. I haven't recovered it yet. Port Authority knows who got it, but they won't help me. Uh, They're having issues with getting my poetry book out. It's practically done. The manuscript is there, but I was getting some resistance at the time. I was making some calls to some publishing companies that was even black owned. Yes, this is no game, y'all. And I ain't stupid. I've come to learn and see that every time you look to make progress, that gay spirit, that homosexual, them demons, they want their part. They want their slice. So if y'all with it, then fuck y'all. I don't care what color you are. Fuck you. Because I see the games that's being played on this side. On that side, in fact. You know what I mean? I guess I happen to say this side because I'm in the bosom of it. I could look at people and tell. And they so quick to fucking talk as if I'm not compassionate. I gave it up already. I've been in defense for y'all. So, kiss my ass, man. What more you want, man? You think I don't know? Every time somebody look to make an advance or to become published, or you ready to get that record deal, you ready to be take this draft, or some homosexual shit got to try to come into play where they want to compromise you. You understand? Take your motherfucking manhood or something. They kiss my ass. And if that shit has been done to you, well then let's get together and start kicking ass in truth, and let's go get our just dues. Let's go get our motherfucking justice. Cause I've been living like how I've been living, and ain't nobody touching me yet. They could fuck with my mind. They could try to fuck with my mind and all that. But you ain't putting your hands on me, and if you do, it's going down. Police is bought out by that side. I see a lot of that flagrant shit over there too. Yo, man, I don't understand, man. And dudes want to be trying to come at me like they all gangster. Nigga, fight that put that shit on you. Don't come at me. Get with me, not at me. And trust me, a lot of people are gonna continue to make excuses for it. And yo, I ask questions I still can't get no answers to yet. Y'all been learning how to deal with death, dabble in death, make a covenant with death before we and you get to learn about the true abundance of life and be more life giving. Y'all don't you don't get what I'm saying right there? You don't think that homosexuality and shit, that's a form of death. We ain't come here by man and man. So what makes it right that we came here by the conceptual decree? We came here by a sexual ritual act between a man and a woman, ordained by the holy creator. And then we get caught up in some bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. How? All right. And for whatever reasons, you get the knowledge of your degrees. You get it. You go a whole 720, 360 or 720. No matter what, I give it up with all respect, dude. What do we have in 2025 going into 2026 as an African community in total, a collective? Numbers don't lie. I have my own shortcomings. I gave it up in one of my poems, and I'll give it up to any. I be letting people know why I sleep and all that. I say so shamelessly. I don't got no time for these trying to be all pride and shit like that. Nah. Alumni, sororities and fraternities, no doubt. A lot of them that went to fraternities and sororities don't even know their own tribe yet. A lot of our brothers and sisters that served in the army, in the armed forces, and all that, still don't even know their own tribe. At this day, you done probably lost a limb. Don't even know your own tribe. Start taking a look at things, yo. America really don't. I don't understand what's wrong with people, boy. But I'm guessing because I'm very thoughtful. I'm compassionate. You know what I mean? I'm concerned, open-minded. But it's like, yo, there's no way that we became so desensitized that we're turning a blind eye to our own degradation, degeneration. But I understand one thing. Matter of fact, I am knowing of one thing, that there will always be a separation. There will always be a separation, man. The great go fix. Gotta remain faithful, y'all. Move forward. And in doing so, we don't look to be violent, belligerent, ignorant. Well, heavily ignorant, I should say, because we all ignorant in some way. So, things are about to take a turn in my life for whatever, whatever means. And I'm gonna get on a whole nother timeline, man. Yeah. I'm not saying I know it all, but every time I look to engage in this real conversation, it never go like that. And I guess because people don't got the energy to deal with things like that anymore. So it's so much about the money making that it's like everything else is like that when it needs to be at the front line, when it needs to be put to the forefront. But it's more like we do that after all that other shit. It is what it is, man. So until next time, man. I'm out. Peace.